People ask me like, who are my idols? My idols is the regular street thugs that I was around growing up. Those was my idols, because they taught me how to be a man, how to live, this, that, and the third when the old dad wasn't around, whatever.
Pedigree, hoes blow the guards voluntarily. We worldwide, my heart pumps where the ghettos be. Young sharks be telling me, y'all niggas can't swim, y'all drowning. From my hood to your hood, the anthem.
Farrad Wallace was born to West Baltimore in '86. A fatherless child, his moms learned to love liqs. It got to the point she couldn't look him in his eyes. Sensitive young boy trained himself not to cry. By age 9, he found himself out on his own, staying on friends' couches, nowhere to call home. The system placed him with his grandma that summer, but he hated the country, the city, he loved her. Found his way back, they put him in foster care. Another drunk guardian put him in crosshairs. He decided at 12 that he was done being fucked with. Got his 2 boys and they got on that drug shit. Started off as lookouts with dreams of that large sale. Called themselves BC, Baltimore Cartel. Preston became Bodie, just like dude from Point Break. Malik was now Bodie, was a fiend for that poon tank. Farrad kept it simple and went simply by Wallace. Despite the craziness in each other, they found solace. In 2002, they were working in the pit, the low-rise houses, when the stash got hit. Pooh caught a glimpse of that stick-up tandem. Omar Little and his boyfriend Brandon. The bosses were furious, yeah, they were heated. Couldn't believe that they had just got beaten. Insult to injury, the robbers were gay. Anyone with information, they promised to pay. A few days later at the Greek food spot, about to order some grub, cats peeped out. It was Brandon playing pinball, having quite the time. Wallace slipped right out, picked up the phone and dropped a dime. The muscle arrived with handcuffs like the police. Snatched up Brandon, no judge, no jury, just executioner. They did it slow and painful. Sent the message and left his body in plain view. Wallace saw the carnage and he felt disgusted. Didn't know how to cope, he started getting dusted. Reward money up the nose to ease his guilt. Maybe for this thug life, he was not built. When Jakes took him in, he wasn't hard to break. It felt like from his chest he had removed some weight. But 5-0 knew that he would now be a target. Tried to hide him out down where his grandma lives. And yet once again our Wallace got homesick. Returned to the pit, his people soup like oh shit. Except this man D, who saw Wallace's potential. Didn't want to see him stagnate residential. D tried to warn him in terms that were quite clear. Wallace's reply:
this is me, yo, right here.
Plus who else would take care of all them kids who, like a young Wallace, had nowhere to live. He took him under his wing, he made him go to school. He was only 16, he gave him shelter and food. But a good heart doesn't guarantee good luck. Trick is that we paid not to give a fuck. The bosses gave the order, it was Bodie and Pooh who did what they were told. Their homie, they did shoot. And thus ends the story of our dear friend Wallace. Such a shame, really, he had so much promise. Detectives broke the news to his mom, Darcia, at Fremont Tower in apartment 3F. They asked her if she'd like him to inform the father. She cried cause she had no idea who the guy was. They apologized and let her be. Back to her Angie Stone and Bacardi. But truth be told, the boy's father was locked up, serving 12 of his 14 years down in Jessup. In 2004, when he finally got loose, he went back to the streets. It was all that he knew. However, not long after, he got out the game and even stopped going by his jailhouse name. His calling in life, he soon recognized. Help boys become men. His name was Dennis Wise.
And he's trying to get out. But he always can get out because his mind is free. Word up.